Well, good morning, guys. It's Sunday, March the 10th. Cole and I are out for our walk. It's early Sunday morning, and as you can see, we got snow. Yes, guys, we got snow. Yesterday, I found a tick on Cole, and he had been feeding because he had gotten kind of big enough for me to feel him. I was petting him and I happened to feel something. I'm like, what's this? And I checked his fur, and sure enough, it was a tick. And he had been feeding because he was big enough. I was able to feel him. Usually when they're small, you can't. You won't even know they're there. You won't feel them. But he was right there at the back of his neck, on his shoulder-like area. So I got him off, and Cole's fine. I got his coat on today, but he must have got on him one of those warm days that we had. I took Cole out, and I took his Sereno collar off of him because I figured he won't need it because it's wintertime, nothing's going to be out. But I forgot to put it back on him when I took him for a walk, on those warm days. That's all it took for him to be out there in those warm days, running through the woods and through the bushes and stuff like he always does. He picked up one of those things. So it was just that one. That's all I found. But I found that one by accident. I just happened to be, petting him and to calm him down. And I felt that thing. I'm like, what the hell is this? So it's all good. I got him off. Cole's fine. So, but I gotta get another one of them collars, Sorrento. I'm not in any hurry to spend that money for that darn collar, but I might have to do it because we'll get another warm day. It's coming down now. It's actually snowing right now. It's so fine you probably can't see it on camera. I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but it is snowing. There he goes. I'm just following him today, letting him lead the way. There's just like a Bud Light sitting there on the picnic table there. Like I say, we had some good days last week. Nice warm days last week. But here you go. He just want to make sure I'm coming. I'm coming, Cole. It's kind of chilly out here today. But figure I'd take him out, get him out of the house. Because the last time I walked him, it was practically nighttime. I wasted the whole day. Well, I didn't waste the day, but I let most of the day get ate up by me messing around with the trailer. But I did a few little things to it, trying to get it clean. I slept in it a few nights. I slept really comfortably, really, really comfortably. But as big as that thing is, the space is very limited. As big as it is, much square footage it is in there, and the way I got it arranged, by that bed being so wide, it's takes a lot of space, and there's not much room to move around in there. And to keep it clean is a real task, because there's so much stuff in there and moving things around, everything, and it's not completed yet. I've got to get some shelf space in there so that I can store stuff. Got to get that done. But yeah. So I'm working on that, and that thing's getting heavy, because I'm still not finished with the stuff I need to do to it, putting stuff on it and everything, and it's getting heavy. I need to trim some weight off that thing. I'm thinking about the section that goes up. I'm thinking about cutting that wood, a few places, to try to cut down on the weight or whatever. There's some spots where I can cut down on the weight on it, but we'll see. Man, it's cold out here. Those few days of warmth really spoiled me. But anyway, my last video I was talking about being safe out here when you're camping and when you're, nomad. And like I say, I'm not a nomad. I'm not a full-time off-grid person. I got a house, and I got a trailer, and I got my truck, whatever. I'm more or less part-time, traveling, camper and trailer camper, off-roading, getting started stuff. I'm more or less a prepper. I prepare for disasters and whatever. I'm prepared to be able to shelter in place. I'm prepared to be able to survive if I have to hunker in, and barricade myself in the house. I've got that, pretty much covered. I got, a substantial supply of food and water put back and saved away. And I also have enough weapons and ammo to protect myself if I have to bug in, into the house. I have to, shelter in place and hunker down. And I also have a situation where my vehicle is, if I get stranded, away from home, have to get back home, I can survive in my vehicle for days. Got food and water and heat, sources inside my truck. I can sleep in there comfortably, and I can protect myself in there too. I have, protection items, to protect myself in my vehicle, and I have a bug out bag. That's still a work in progress, I've had a few fails with that and whatever, not having what I need in the bag that I have, and I've got like 3 different bags, so what I need may be in one, and what I don't need may be in the other, so I'm carrying weight that I don't need, it's pretty much a situation like that. And I also have my bug out trailer, which is pretty much a situation where if I have to leave my home, which is my primary spot, to bug out, I don't have a bug out location where I can go to where I've got supplies stocked and stuff like that and whatever. But I do have a bug out trailer that I can load most of my stuff into and take off with that trailer and be able to leave with all my stuff, and if it's a situation where I'm not coming back, I can safely load all my gear into that and not look back, keep on going. If it's a situation where, civil unrest or we're overrun, my area is overrun with craziness or something, and they're burning houses down as they go, something like that, and I have to get out of there and take what I can. I'm prepared for that. But my main situation is, using that for camping and for taking trips and everything, whatever. So it's not like a waste of money where I'm pouring money into something that's useless. I do go camping. I enjoy that. I like taking Cole with me when I go camping, and I do go, traveling to different states when I get the time off work to do it. So the trailer comes in handy, or will come in handy for stuff like that. So will the truck and all my camping gear and supplies and everything. I always say camping gear is bug out gear. Camping gear is shit hit the fan gear. It's the same stuff you would use. There's no difference. Camping gear is homeless gear if you end up homeless for whatever reason. And we got a major correction coming up, guys. Sooner or later it's gonna happen. The signs are just too crazy out there. Fortunately for me, I'm working every day. I'm really working more than I'd like to, but I've been buying a lot of stuff. I'm able to build that trailer, putting a lot of money into that. But it's coming to an end. I'm almost, about to finish it up. I'm doing the finishing touches on it now. And when you're doing finishing touches, it goes a lot slower than it does when you're doing the major work. But I'm gonna start saving money now. Just putting money aside for a rainy day, and for what's coming up. We got some major corrections coming up, guys. Things are gonna be, I'm thinking bad, whatever. I see all the signs. I'm looking at all the videos and everything, but, to me, it hasn't really hit yet. The prices of food is really crazy and whatever. But since I'm working so many hours and making decent money, I'm able to afford it. It's taking a bigger bite out of my money, but I'm making more money. So it's not hurting me as bad as it probably is most people that are making less money and don't have the opportunity for overtime and everything. And I get that. If you guys are out there in that situation where you haven't prepped or you don't have things together, I understand. I get it. If you don't have the money, you just don't have the money. You definitely can't splurge on stuff that you may or may not need. And especially if you're not a camper or you're not a traveler, you don't do that kind of stuff. But you can do the small things that you can with the car that you have. Even if you don't have a truck. I've got a truck, a pickup truck or whatever, with a cap on it or whatever. If I was in a situation where I had a car and I couldn't afford to get a truck or whatever, even if you don't have a vehicle at all, you just about anybody can afford to get a bike. Don't have to be fancy, and you can go to places and like thrift stores and find a decent bike that you can ride and whatever, and get some old bicycle wheels, or take some old bicycle wheels off of some of the bikes they sell there. They sell them for like $10, the bikes and whatever. So you can get a cheap bike, get some bicycle wheels, and make you a small little shelter out of it to be able to pull behind your bike. There's ways of doing it. Go to thrift stores and get some big blankets, whatever, some pillows and stuff at the dollar store, and use those to put in your car so you can be able to sleep in it, whatever, depending on how big you are. Me, I'm a pretty good sized guy. It'd be hard for me to be able to be comfortable in a sedan. It's hard enough to be comfortable in that truck. I can do it, but in the back of my truck, I've spent nights in the back of there, and it's doable, but it's much more comfortable in the trailer because I got a full-size mattress in the not a full-size, but a twin-size mattress. It's very comfortable for me and Cole to lay on and sleep and have a good night's sleep on. Trailer is very comfortable, well insulated and warm, but I know a lot of people can't afford a trailer like that and a setup like that, and to put money into building it out like I've built it out. You gotta do what you can. You just gotta do what you can. And if shit hits the fan and you're out there and you're in the situation, the more you have, the more valuable you'll be, because you're gonna have to be valuable. There will be no place for slackers if shit hits the fan. If it gets to where it's like the purge and everything is upside down and no rule of law and it's craziness. If you're a good person, if you're a nice person, which I am, I'm a good person, I'm a nice person, I try to treat people right, I don't bother anybody, but I have the capability of going savage mode really quick. I can flip the switch and go from a civilized person, a nice person, a caring person, a good person, that will give to people and help people out, to an absolute savage if I have to, given the situation. If I'm surrounded by other savages, I can switch my good side off and turn it on to be just as savage and just as ruthless as those bastards are. And I'm capable of taking them out. I'm not one of them. I'm not a savage. I'm not a person that will take advantage of people, that will do things to people, to get off on other people's misery. I like to see people prosper. I like to see people do good. I like to see people happy and everything. Even if they're happier than me, I'd rather see happy people than sad people. But I know that there are evil people in the world. There are savage people out there that take joy in seeing other people suffer and will take advantage of a shit hits the fan situation to loot, pillage, and otherwise, just terrorize other people. And people like that, I can recognize them from a mile away. And if it's a situation where shit hits the fan like that, I will be able to take those people out in a heartbeat. I will be able to go from my mild-mannered self to a Wolverine within seconds. And you have to be like that. If you're a good person, you have to understand that there are people out there that aren't good. There are truly evil people out there, and you're gonna have to be able to flip that switch. And if you can't, you're not gonna survive it. You're definitely not gonna survive it. You're gonna be in really big trouble out here, because this world is really crazy, and there's really bad people out there. And the only thing holding them at bay is the fact that society is running, and there are consequences to doing evil things. But that won't last if things go south, guys. So you got to be prepared for that. So anyway, my hands are getting cold, and I got to get back to the truck to warm up. Cole seems to be perfectly fine running around out here in the snow, but I'm not, because I'm not prepared. I don't have gloves, and I don't have a handheld tripod for my phone or a gimbal to keep it steady while I'm walking through the woods here. But I'm working on it. But anyway, guys, I just want to leave you with that. The fact that not only do you have to have your preps and be prepared, you have to be mentally prepared to deal with evil people, because they will come out of the woodwork. They're there all the time. You see them at work, you see them out in society. They're out there.